Hello and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 video as per usual. Now it's the return of the Le Mans styled event using the new hypercars and what I'm using right now, which is the year 21 Toyota GR something or other, I'm not too sure, but as you can see in the bottom right, we have actually set a one lap qualifying of 132.3 in a previous, obviously unrecorded qualifying lap, but obviously trying to get something obviously done in this current lap. We've got about just about less than 9.5 minutes, and so that's probably a good 7 laps or so, obviously with no mistakes of course. But as we come around the last corner here, on the racing soft, so this particular race is a tyre change, so everyone starts, well, I start on the medium and then switch over to the softs, but as you saw we set a 131.7. now skip ahead just a little bit, we are actually up by 1/10 or so you know, improving on the lap time. Should be a 131.6 unless we can get obviously some major improvement in the next couple of corners coming up. So as we come around this difficult left-hander, it's got a bit of a late apex on that one, still about 1/10 up on our previous best. And as we come around the last couple of corners there, we're actually now 4/10 up, and as we approach the last corner and come around it again, about half a second up, and as we cross the line it's a 131.2, so not too bad I would say. Now lap 3, about 6 minutes left of qualifying or matchmaking. Anyway, hit the wall and doesn't look like much, but obviously we lose out quite a bit. Now as we come around it again, the last corner, we did restart and we restarted again because I was going to hit the wall. Now this is the fun of this particular car. It's very grippy, of course, using the racing softs, and as you can see we're quite far behind the Ghosts. Obviously there's no split delta because again it's a restart, so with about let's just say over 3 minutes of qualifying left, a bit late on the brakes there, allowing myself to catch up with the Ghosts, and taking the late line through there allows us to catch up with the Ghost, and fast forward, just brake there on the 200 crest, I would say. Now as we come around this last left-hander, well, it's not the last one actually, there's one more, it's actually this one, it's the last one, but that corner there's particularly difficult. It kind of likes to step out on you. Now I get it right here, obviously do make some good laps. I mean I did hit the wall there, but do end up setting a 130.8, so it's again what, about 2-3 tenths up. Now about a lap to go, let's just say, again go for another flying lap, and of course half a second penalty, so restart once again and try and set one more flying lap, just about a minute and 30 to go, so we should at least set this current lap. And of course where I did restart like it is, there's no splits up or down, so I'm not actually too sure, but obviously you can see from the radar we are in front currently of the 130.8 lap time. So it looks like we're going to be setting a new faster lap, which is always great, of course. It allows us to hopefully get into a good starting position. Oh, my voice just went then. Now as we come up off that right hander up the hill, brake on the crest, take this corner quite nicely actually, keep within the track limits, don't want to run wide of the red and orange rumble strip or curves you could say. So a little bit of a slide out there on the exit, but these last couple of corners really nail it, and in fact push the car onto that curb. It allows us to switch back over. Ghost does get in front, but obviously we tap the wall on the last lap, so keep it nice and tidy and we make it in front with a 130.6, so allows us to be in 7th. Not too bad I guess. I mean still about over halfway up the field. Now as we start, everyone is pretty much using this Toyota or the Porsche, and as we come in for turn 1, good exit, it's just nice and smooth. you know, just worried about obviously with the type of car we use, which is quite quick, and I don't want people, you know, smashing up the rear end and smashing me off the track. Of course, that would be just my luck. But as we come down this little back straight here, you take these corners quite quick, but obviously Sean was defending the inside. The Toyota there was off the track, obviously hitting the wall, so not too good, but allows us to get into P6, of course. Now a little bit of a push just up ahead there, with Avril getting pushed to the side, and he is then on the grass. Really made me jump, to be fair, when I was actually racing, but he was serving a penalty, so all good. Thank you. There was at least a bit of ghost in there, so thank you Polyphony for allowing that feature to be a thing. Now as we come round the last 3 corners, Sean there gets a massive slide on. Obviously we make up a bit of time on Avril, but he has got the inside line. Tried for the old switchback, but again didn't really work. Yeah, kept it nice and tidy through there. So as we come down the back straight, we're going to go to the third person. Now I do make an audacious attempt, and it did really pay off, kind of thing, but you're going to see a B-lobby moment incoming, and look at this person on the right here. Taps into me multiple times. I just had enough. You're not ruining my race, so just send him into the barrier. I know it's bad and I shouldn't really be doing that, but I left in ample amount of room to come along next to me, but chose to at least tap into me a good numerous amount of times. So you know, put that down in the comments who you thought or who you think was correct in that situation. But you know, I don't want anyone ruining my race, and people have got to learn that, you know, or share the track as such. So that passed us. We're in P4 at the moment on lap 2. Obviously you've got a few more corners to go for the start of lap 3. That's obviously a 12 lap race. We have Wutan behind us, who is about 4 tenths behind, so within slipstream radius of us. Hoping we can get the last couple of corners here correct, but run wide. So guess what is incoming for us, and if you guess it, you will obviously win a prize of some sort, half a second penalty. So I love it. This is magical, of course, setting the standard for the B-rated lobbies. Now as we speed up the hill here and come down straight, Wutan there does move out to the inside. Does tap me on a little bit. I thought he was going to go make the move, that's why I braked a little bit early, but I guess he didn't. But you know, you win some, you do some, and as a result he is about 7 tenths behind, but obviously served the penalty, comes alongside us, passes us, and now we're in P5. So at least we served the penalty where we did. It's, you know, not really brought us out of the game. We can still at least make P4. Obviously P3 to first are quite far up the road, or at least, let's just say, a corner ahead. So I don't think we'll be catching them unless we can get past Wutan and set phenomenal laps. But for now, let's set our sights on 4th, and lap 4 now. You know, it's just taking these corners nice and smooth, just observing what Wutan does and how he takes his time to see where we can go faster. Basically dynamic thinking on the go, and again just take this left-hander here nice and tight, just allow us to have a bit of exit room for the for just trying to get obviously as much speed as possible on the exit corner. Now past the penalty point, and Wutan there, he does run wide. I imagine he's probably going to get a penalty for running wide as well. Let's have a look when we look behind. If we do, of course, we run wide, so he does actually have a half a second penalty, so it's good news for us. Obviously we can keep it in the track limits, and we can at least try and now make space, make headroom, and get away. Now Miltan there and Sean going for the pit stop. You've got Avril who stayed out. I was going to go in for the pits, but I don't know, I just thought no. I kind of realised that if I would have went into the pits to stay, I would have probably got a 3-second penalty coming out of the pits. So we're pitting now on the end of lap 6. So obviously we've got Avril in front, we've got Wutan behind, who is about 2 seconds away, so you know, good bit of a space there as we come around up this hill for the right-hander. Just take it smooth, but obviously you really don't, so, and well, we run wide, almost run off the track, but still got a lot of headroom to work with in terms of pace. And what we can do now, do literally what Wutan did on the end of the last lap. So guess what, that is another half a second penalty incoming, of course, and kind of messes me up for that corner as well. So still about 2 seconds away now at the point of coming into the pits. Avril there also comes into the pits, so change to the softs, don't need to refuel, of course. We'll speed this all up, which takes forever, by the way, when you're just sitting doing nothing. So as we come up the pits, we're in 7th. We do have a half a second penalty still to serve, obviously, for the incident on the previous lap. We've served that. Now we notice the top 3 drivers there are now pitting in, so we should get our original position back, which is 4th. And as we come around the last corner here, forward start finish straight for lap 8. Yeah, get the overtake done, so back into P4. Now, final lap, nothing really to report on, finished in P4. So if you enjoyed that video and you want to see more, let me know down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next race. Bye for now.